Welcome to Running It Back. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today's guest is the legendary coach, June Jones, and your hosts, Chad Owens and Ryan Kalemaka. Now, let's start running it back.
All right.
Here we go.
Coach Jones.
The one and only.
Aloha.
Aloha to you both.
How you doing, Coach?
You looking good?
Doing good. Just glad to be back home.
Awesome. Where did you come from?
Well, I was up in Texas with that TSL. In fact, Jerry Glanville was talking about you, Ryan, and Mike Malala going over the wedge. So
Yes.
I was down there helping him put in the offense, and I just got back a couple of days ago.
Did he call me Ryan or did he call me Nyan still yet? He called everybody by their numbers.
He calls you by the number.
Yeah, Nyan. It was like, hey, Nyan. It was awesome.
You got it.
He still owes me a freaking cowboy hat. Tell him that he promised me a cowboy hat.
He had 5 of them in his room when I was there. I was wondering how do you wear them all.
How's he doing? Is he still?
Hey, Ryan. Maybe Coach Glanville can get you that scholarship now. Anyway.
Why are you still gonna throw salt in that wound?
But he went on scholarship. He got everything paid for.
Me? No, not me.
Coach, he was. That's one of the things, Ryan. He never got his scholarship.
Still a little butt.
So he's still trying to go back to school and get a scholarship.
Kind of like in a funk about that.
No, I'm just joking, Coach. He's just bringing it up. Because if I got a scholarship, he would have given me his truck. His what was that drop truck that you had? Remember you promised me the truck?
Yeah. But I told Coach Jones, Coach, you cannot give Ryan the scholarship because I'm gonna have to give up my truck. Nah, look, I mean, since you're on the Ryan Kalemaka topic, Coach Jones, I just want to take it back to the Sugar Bowl. There's a lot that I'm going to talk about our time and what you've done for me. But right now, the Sugar Bowl 2007. 2008. You will remember this play, and I know you will respect this play when UH kicked off. You guys kicked off, and they broke one. And Ryan, after running down on kickoff, went and chased him down and hawked him and preventing a touchdown. Do you remember that play, Coach?
Yes, I do remember that play. But we let them score after that anyway.
No, we didn't. We held them. We held them to a field goal.
We held them.
Okay, yeah,
so you held them field goal. Okay, that's right. Well, I'm trying to forget everything about that Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. We had that talk as seniors after the game. You pulled us to the side, I remember, and
the last dance.
Yeah, man, it kind of was just it left a sour taste in everybody's mouth, I think.
Yeah, it sure did.
But look, I don't think that year was still special.
Yeah,
I think the whole state felt part of something bigger than football, Coach. And I think that's what I appreciate about you the most is that you brought something here to Hawaii that. In football that made us nationally known, internationally known. Just you brought that platform to us. So for that, I'm forever grateful. I know the Hawaii fans are forever grateful. But you've moved on. You did SMU. You're just like you're like a doctor. You just went and you just fixed things. SMU.
Well, XFL.
Oh yeah, and now with before that. CFL.
Hamilton.
Oh, yeah. Hamilton.
Hamilton. And I got to reunite with you, Coach. I mean, that was something special, man.
Bryant.
That was something special.
Bryant Moniz. And who's the other
Jeremiah Mazzoli.
Mazzoli, yeah.
It was like almost like a Polynesian reunion.
Reunion. You got it. We needed to get a few more. We might have won the whole thing then.
Oh, man. You went there and sort of fix that team as well. I mean, it's just everywhere you've gone, Coach, anything that you've touched, you sort of
turned
to gold and made an amazing impact. Where does that come from? How do you have that healing hand?
I don't know. I kind of always wanted to coach when I was playing for the Falcons, and so I kind of watched how people did things, and And I think you guys probably both agree that I did them a lot different than what most coaches do. And I wanted basically to kind of prove that you could win doing it a different way than what everybody was doing at the time. And that's kind of what I motivated myself to do that, including, running a different offense. But I think treating the players the way I treated them, putting things together that way off the field more so than even on the field was an important factor to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, listen, Coach, we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to hear more from the legendary Coach June Jones. June would throw.
Running It Back is brought to you by Honolulu Star Advertiser. Running It Back viewers can receive the Star Advertiser full digital access subscription for $9.95 per month. Go to staradvertiser.com and use the code AHIGHTHING. Earn more and pay less with Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union for life.
All right, aloha guys, and welcome back to the show. We got legendary Coach June Jones here with us. And Kiana, I think you had a question for Coach Jones?
Yeah.
Big debate here.
So we were talking a little bit earlier about who had the better season. So what do you think, or in your opinion?
The eras, Coach.
The era.
Yes.
Well, I think the thing that got it started was our 2001 game against BYU, which Chad was, I think, a freshman at the time. That's what kind of triggered everything to kind of build up to what it did in 06 and 07. I think that that team at the end was playing about as well as any that I had. But I do think the 2006 season, that was my best football team. And we lost 3 games on the last play of the game that year. Otherwise, we would have been 14-0. And, we were 11-3. But we beat Arizona State in that final game. Jason Rivers, I think, still holds the record for bowl yardage reception. But that game and that team, I think, was my best team.
Awesome. I was part of that one.
Hey, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But hey, it had to start somewhere. I'm happy to be part of that beginning. Yeah.
So the debate is over.
Okay. Easy, Biden. Easy.
Also, I got a little thing right here, guys. I just want to show you guys a little something.
What is that?
See that, Chad?
Sugar Bowl ring, Coach.
See that, bro?
A Sugar Bowl ring. Yeah, I got that somewhere. I don't wear. Yeah, me neither. I don't ever wear rings, but it is pretty. We did good with that. Yeah, I mean that came out pretty good. Looks like a Super Bowl ring.
Totally. It has my name on the side. It has that 12 and 0. 12 and 0.
All right, hey, it's all good. It's all good.
All right. Well, Chad, you can show your ring. Oh, wait.
I didn't have my Grey Cup rings or my MVP rings and all those things. I left that at home, right?
Okay.
No.
Hey, I think Chad's yardage for return yards is still an NCAA record, by the way, from that 2001 game when he was a freshman.
Oh, am
I wrong on that, or
the single
what?
game record?
Your record for return yards
for returning.
in game.
It might be. Kiana, you might have to.
I think it is still a record.
Well, if it is,
I think
we were just talking about it is. You know it. You told me it. Don't act like you don't know.
No, that was for the all-purpose. That was for the all-purpose yards that he has in all of football.
The single game return yardage.
Yeah. And that still stands. I think it was 342 yards, kickoff and punt.
Jeez, Coach.
And I think he ran 3 touchdowns too, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I was a part of that too. I was,
he was in the stands in that one, but
you were dancing in Waikiki at the
time. Lighting torches down Waikiki.
I was in the malo.
No, but Coach, I mean, guys, for those of you that are watching right now, I mean, Coach Jones has been part of football his whole life, and you could tell that he's just so passionate. And Coach, your knowledge, your memory of remembering stats, players, like you've gone through so many different players, people. Yeah. That just speaks volumes of your love. You never did it for a paycheck. You never did it for the glory. You did it for the pure passion, and that's what I think a lot of people admired about you and miss about you.
Totally.
Being here as our coach.
Well, I appreciate it. I always felt that if you don't really love what you're doing, then it's I never felt like I had a day of work in my life coaching football. Just being a part of it since I played, I've been coaching ever since, and it just never has felt like work. It's just fun to be around the guys.
Yeah,
I miss it. I miss that camaraderie, man. I got you. We're good.
No, I do too, man. It's just one of those things. You can't beat the locker room, coach. I definitely, really, I tell everyone all the time. Coach June Jones is probably, my all-time favorite coach for so many different reasons. The locker room is a special place. The being in a team is a very special place. And, I want to talk more about this. Oh, that's okay. I want to talk more about this here after this quick break, Coach. So we will be right back.
Running It Back is brought to you by the Department of Health. Visit hawaiiopioid.org to learn about opioids, safe medication storage, and how to prevent an overdose. Call Hawaii Cares at 1-800-753-6879. And thank you to Battery Bills. Check him out for all of your battery needs at either of his 2 locations. Visit batterybill.com for more info.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to the show again. We've got my favorite coach of all time, like I just mentioned. Okay? I'm being selfish.
Okay.
Nah. Our favorite coach, Hawaii's favorite coach of all time,
There you go.
legendary Coach June Jones. Thanks again for joining us. Coach, you've made a huge impact on my life, not just in the game of football, but just in life in general. The fact that you remained in touch with me throughout my career, shot me the text messages every now and then. And I know that I'm not the only player you do that to. You probably reach out to all your guys. And to me, that's what makes it special, man. So I just want to give a personal thank you, for that. And, I'm glad that you're back here in Hawaii. I can't wait to go out and have a round of golf with you, barefooted, because that's how Coach June Jones golfs.
Let's go.
I'll look forward to that.
Yep. So, Coach, golfing barefooted, does that help? Like, because I gotta improve my game.
What happened? When I had my accident in 2001, my legs never really came back, so I can't balance real good. And so I found when I played barefoot that I could balance a little better. The God is amazing that He created your feet, to grab the ground. I've never slipped when it's wet. I can feel the walk on the greens and feel the way the putt might break. So I just kept playing with it. And so for 20 years, my feet are starting to become numb, though, I think, because all the pesticides on the greens. So now I wear some slippers. So sometimes I take them off still.
When you putt, you take them off, right? You got to feel the green. You got to feel the
I got to feel it.
Left to right.
That's too funny.
No, that's amazing. Coach, we're gonna transition into the XFL. We're gonna get into that a little bit more and talk about that. I had a conversation with you over the phone. I think it was maybe a couple weeks ago. I said, Coach, when you meet The Rock, make sure you make mention. We got to connect. And you're like, I got to meet him first. How has that been? How's that transition?
Definitely.
The XFL, is it? With Dwayne The Rock Johnson, is it in a solid place?
Yeah, no, it is in a solid place, and they're committed. They got money. I got actually a conference call with The Rock and his ex-wife, who's running the league, on the 9th, which I think is Monday.
Right on. Coach, can you send me the link?
It won't be 9 a.m. Eastern time when it's like 3 a.m. here. I told him I need to do it in the afternoon Eastern time. So anyway, but I'll know more about it. But I know they're committed. We've had 2 or 3 conversations already. And
awesome.
To be quite honest, I've already dropped it in his ear that Hawaii needs an XFL team.
What?
Yes, I'm coming
You guys
back
heard
out
it
of
first.
retirement, guys.
You guys heard it first here. All right, listen. Coach, appreciate that nugget. We're going to talk more about that after this break. But before we go to break, it's the most exciting time of the show. It's the most suspenseful time of the show. Kiana provides a random video that we have no idea what it is. And Kiana, what do you have for us today?
So this video, as you can see,
Underwater
they are playing
hockey.
Hockey underwater. Yes. Can you do that?
Come on.
That's talent. It's like diving, splash water polo.
That's not a real
hockey.
sport. That's just like a YouTube
So-
channel.
No.
Is this a real sport?
Hockey, but
Coach Jones
underwater.
laughing.
Look. Wow.
Man,
Well,
what's
they
that?
can-
ESPN
they
30
can-
for 30
And
underwater?
you gotta hold your breath.
Yeah, that's
a lot
pretty
of talent.
hard.
Right, Coach? What do you think?
I think I grew up playing hockey, but not in the water like that.
Gnarly.
Feel a little different.
You can't knuckle puck
definitely.
that bad boy. I would knuckle puck that bad boy.
Knuckle puck. But it's not Mighty Ducks, bro. Relax.
Street hockey? Whap, whap, whap.
No, I mean, that's amazing. It's great to see, sports being, but I don't know. It didn't look like they were socially distancing, but they were a little close there. Anyway, we're gonna take a break here. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Again, Coach June Jones, thanks for being part of the Running It Back podcast here today. Coach, XFL Hawaii, you just got me like
Out of retirement.
more excited out of retirement.
He going
Wait, how soon we talking, Coach?
He
How
going
soon we
one
talking?
way.
Next year, if I'm let me know, because I'm gonna start getting ready. Now I stayed ready, so I ain't got to get ready, Ryan. Come on, you know me. No,
The XFL has no plans of expanding in 2022, but I know that they have visions down the road. So, like I said, Rock being from Hawaii and me in his ear, maybe down the road, 23 or 24, maybe we will be able to pull it off.
so this can't be coincidence. So there's apparently a new stadium build coming in the next couple of years. I'm just putting two and two together. Wow, I can see it. Now,
That'd be pretty awesome.
It would be so
awesome.
good.
man, Coach June Jones, the coach XFL Hawaii. What would the team be? Like, what would the name, mascot? Like, what would we call that?
Can't be Warriors.
It can't be Warriors. Hawaii.
I leave that to somebody else. I'm just interested in going ahead and coaching whatever it is, and I can move back home. I don't have to go to mainland for
Yeah.
6 months. So I can just be here all the time.
What was that arena
it's
team?
kinda-
Was it the
yeah,
Hawaii
kinda-
Islanders?
Well, for me, that would be the ultimate.
Hey, that's not just you, Coach. That's everybody. I
Even
think
the kids. I mean,
everybody here to have a professional team here in Hawaii. That would be a game changer.
can
game
actually
changer.
cheer
Yeah,
for
totally
someone.
would. And you're right about the stadium. I'm helping one of the groups that is up for trying to get the bid or down to the final three, but the COVID's kind of slowed it up a little bit. But it's going to happen, like you say. The money's already been allotted, and there's some real upside to that. Redoing that whole area in Halava.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, Coach, we're gonna sort of like transition back to some football here in your time. I know you have a huge relationship with Mouse Davis, the run and shoot. That's the offense that sort of gave me the opportunity to become the receiver that I became. And Coach, I've shared this story with you before, my rookie year in Jacksonville, how a lot of the veteran receivers, a lot of the coaches were very impressed with my route running ability. And I said, man, that's June Jones, man, and not just route running, ability to recognize defense and adjusting, speed cutting. It was all these nuances of being a high-level receiver that I guess wasn't really talked about or taught very well at the collegiate level. How was that even, how did that come? Like run and shoot?
It came, the technique and stuff that we do running receivers. In fact, I talked to James Harris 2 days ago, and it's funny how small the world is. We talked about you again because I just watched the podcast that you were on, and I told him that I was back in Hawaii and you were back here. But, I still remember him calling me, telling me the way you caught the ball in your hands, the way you speed cut, the way he did things that nobody was doing that. And I just found over the years that was the fastest way to play receiver, was to not chop your feet and not bring your shoulders up at the speed cut out of breaks. And obviously, I think it has worked for everybody, that has made it go down the line from Ashley to Devon, to Emmanuel Sanders, Aldrick Robinson. It goes everywhere. And, you continued to do those things when you got to Canada, and you separated right up until your 15th, 16th year of playing. I think you played that long, didn't you?
Yeah, 15.
Or close to it. Yeah.
It's a long time.
So you were still separated in the 20-yard box, at that age, because you knew how to run routes.
Yeah. And you know what, Coach? It's funny because I watch a lot of receivers now. That's just what I do naturally. And you see a lot of guys speed cutting more. I think it's being taught more. It's being practiced more. It's being trained more. Because it's really, you cannot cover that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Ryan? You could never cover me, right?
We couldn't.
Never.
No. We couldn't even get close to you because you was coach's pet.
Whoa!
Don't get close to him. Don't get close. Don't get close. We used to go I remember me and Leonard used to always go run past, boom, right by him. He's like, that's too close. That's too close. That's your moneymaker. You can't get hurt. Oh, couldn't touch this guy.
Hey.
We couldn't touch him.
But now I can.
Look, but Coach, I just want to say thank you so much. There's so much more that we can talk about, and we will, because we have the extended version of this podcast on YouTube. And make sure you guys tune into that, subscribe to still watch Coach June Jones. We're going to talk more. You're going to hear more from myself, Ryan, and Kiana, and the Running It Back crew. Coach Jones, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Love you, Coach. Can't wait to be on the golf course with you.
Yes.
Yeah, mahalo, guys. Good to see both of you. Everybody.
All right. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Running It Back Podcast. Please follow our YouTube channel and hit subscribe. Today's podcast was brought to you by the Honolulu Star Advertiser, Hawaiian Financial, Federal Credit Union, the Hawaii State Department of Health, and Battery Bills. All right, guys, we out.
Eee.